Oh, hello guys, welcome back, where I'm refitting my Hallberg Rassy Rasmus. My plan is to do quite a few things in this episode. For example, I want to start doing my distribution panel, including cutting the board, painting, and also set up everything according as I want it to have. Also have some couple of things to do here by the drawers, figure out how I'm gonna mount them. I have some great news as well. I am planning to install my sink, which is a huge thing for me because I was waiting for my sink quite a long time, and yesterday it's finally arrived, which is awesome because now I can just start working with that and planning out the rest of the drawers that I'm going to have. I have the countertop, which is also awesome because then I can go forward with all the rest of the things that I have here. A lot of things to install, so let's go and do that. I removed these two switches for my distribution panel from my old one. Simply I have one fellow who wants them. Yep, here you go, man. And the tank plate, I will draw that for you too, because that was something that he asked me as well. These ones are going to you. Alright guys, today is Saturday, and I spent morning looking for the fuses for my switching panel, my distribution panel, and I found fuses that I was looking for. Unfortunately, not all of them. I found the ones that I'm gonna place. This is how they're gonna look. And what's special about these ones is that you don't need to change the fuse if it's blown up. You just basically press here and it turns back again. Supposed to be promising one. The only bad thing about this that I see so far is that if you want to change for a bigger ampere, you have to change the whole thing. But if I planned before correctly, then it shouldn't be a problem to place the one that I need. Well guys, look at this. It's gonna be 16 buttons, and next to that, one is fuse, one is switch, then fuse, then switch. So it's basically gonna look quite original, in the same time really, I think, stylish. Looking forward to place everything up. This is messy, which means this plate will not rust, at least for many years. So I'm going to leave some space for extra buttons if I need. I want to show you, I bought some cables for my stereo and subwoofer, and also I have this give a little bit more power to my subwoofer and my speakers. So you can put like 4 speakers here, and yeah, but that's how much I was planning to have, 4 speakers here, and I think that's gonna be more enough. And then also I have the radio. Yeah, it has like this screen here, has like some colors here, a volume regulator, and then you can have some lot of menus and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be quite good since I love music and I play guitar and I play piano, but it's like hobby for me, just like both. Hobby for me too. But yeah, so I really enjoy music, and I'm listening all kind of music. I'm literally like, I can listen to everything. It's just from classic songs like Beethoven and stuff like that, to the more modern and even like hard rock or sometimes even metal. So yeah, I'm really into different kind of music. And this device, together with that and cables and speakers and everything together, is gonna make me a really good entertaining here. I will hope so. Yeah, I'm not really in that all the watts and like all this tricky, like if you go a little bit deeper inside, you can probably set up everything better than I set up right now, but as far I know, you need like to have something that gives the power more than the radio can give you, and then, well, I kind of find the one that I think it suits for me, and well, we'll see. Don't take me as a final decision. Look at somewhere else. I'm really not experienced in wiring and stuff. I do know the basics, but not further than that. So I actually looking up a bunch of videos on YouTube how to install the proper way the wiring, and I came up with this guy who's actually pretty good actually explaining things and like that, and it's just like so much information, and it's just I can't handle so much information. It's just like, if you have this one and if you have like that much batteries, you have to charge it this way, and then you have to have this charge, and then it's good if you have this one, and then it's good if you have this one and this one and this one, and so on and so on. So you get really annoyed by so many thoughts and so many like crazy like people like, you should do like this, otherwise it's gonna be in fire and gonna blow up everything. And of course I don't want that, but obviously like some fuses and cables, of course I know like really basics. Cable dimensions kind of I know. I can't go from the smaller to bigger one, obviously, and yeah, some kind of basics I know. So I've been wiring my previous boat, turned out pretty good, and I've been working with the cars as well, wiring the cars, and it turned out pretty good as well there. So I guess it's gonna turn out good here as well. So hope for the best, and let's see. Place a lack for my front, for my drawer front. I already placed first layer, so now I have to sand, and then I can apply 2 more layers. I used 2-component paint this time, and I know that I use already 1 component here. 1 component, it's okay if you place 2 component on 1 component, not the other way. But still, if you have like 2 components really strong, it can destroy the first. It comes like a bubbles or stuff. So I'm gonna be really careful with that, placing the like maybe if I go with the like 2-component paint, then I have to obviously do everything with 2 component, not like 1 wall with 1 component and 1 wall with the 2 component. It's not gonna be a proper way. So, and I kind of wanted a little bit rush with this one because it's humidity and stuff like that, and I just wanted like, you know, get done with this as quick as possible, and I didn't have a 2-component on my boat, and I just like, okay, I can place 1 component, I always can place 2 component on top of that. So yeah, and I really wanted 2 component because, as I mentioned before, my friend Sylvia, she has boat, and the boat is like almost 40 years old, and her woodwork looks like she was done that yesterday. And when I asked her, when did you lack the last time, and she said, well, 40 years ago. And I'm like, crazy, and it still looks the same as new one. She said, yeah, it's a 2-component lack, and I guess in those days the lack was a little bit better, because now it's like eco and friendly to environment and stuff like that. They might have a little bit softer lack, I could say. So yeah, but we'll see. And the best way is to placing the first layer, then you sand it off, smooth it out, and then you place the second layer of lack, and then you wait until it cures, but not completely cures. Then you place the third layer, and then it should be really smooth and nice. Apparently I don't have a drill to drill that big hole that I need for this battery monitor, and as always you stop by something. Let's do the next thing, which is cutting the board for my panel. Well, until my paint cures, I can do something else. And I have already something in my mind that I can do. I placed these temporary spacers here, which I want to replace by a piece of plywood. So these I place here just to get like a little bit distance to this side, because otherwise it's not passing. You may ask me why I'm using a stick saw, because the stick saw, as you know, you cannot cut straight with a stick saw. Well, these spacers, nobody gonna see it anyway, and really go after the big saw and cutting, I don't see this as necessary to do. And you will be seeing this only when you remove the drawers, which you're obviously not gonna do. I managed to replace now my spacers. Well, it looks quite good. Hopefully I will figure out how to place my drawers afterwards as well, because this is click system, which unfortunately I don't have, and I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. I have something in my mind, we'll see. In thinking to have also this device on my panel. Yeah, this is actually really awesome. It gives you like the battery voltage, how much you spend the battery, and basically the basics of the battery, which is exactly what you need. If you look at this drawing and my battery monitor, and so this is shunt. The shunt must be installed before any other installation, so the battery monitor can show the right voltages. So, and then I have this cable I connect here, and then I have two of these where I'm going to place this cable, but it's obviously too short, so I noticed that they already showing you that you can extend the cable. Alright, here I have some bunch of things. The drill that I was looking for, some connections for my wiring, and then I have this USB port, which looks like this. Really stylish, I think. I have my blender here inside, and a bunch of things for my sink. This is how the sink is look like. It's a composite material. It's really good in the way that it's really easy to care, and you can't see so much even if it's white. Well, hope so, because I have experience with these sinks and I really like it. Yeah, let's start with cutting out the hole. Get dimensions that I need. So basically this area will be the sink, and then the blender a little bit deeper there. Still accessible. So let's start with drilling a hole. I spent about 1.5 hours to manage this to get the sink a little bit deeper inside, because the new countertop will be mounted on top of this one, and this must go deeper inside. But I managed to do that, and I also managed to place my pipes just for the sink, not yet connected to the exit, but at least they are on the place, and seems like everything is fitting quite good. Now I just need to glue this one on the place where it has to be, and then I'm good to take the measurements and go cutting my countertop. Well, this piece over here will be my countertop for my galley. So it's a solid oak, and well, it's glued together with the pieces, which from my opinion is not the best case. That's also the reason why I'm choosing to have a plywood underneath this one, so I can glue everything together and it's not moving too much or trying to crack or something, because I have some experience with that before. But as long as it's flat and it has a good foundation underneath, it should be fine. It's 60 centimeters wide, which means it's not enough for me because I need 78 centimeters, but it will be good because in the place where I'm going to stick the other half connection, it's gonna be covered up anyway, so nobody gonna see it. Most important that all the rest will be without any joints and connections. I've been like thinking to have like other kind of material. I mean, I've been talking before Korean. That's like kind of new stuff for the boats and also for the kitchens and everywhere where you want to place it as a top part. So it's really good material, but I can't buy here in Sweden directly. I have to order, and then they want to cut it. So I've been mentioning that before. So it's really complicated, and also the cost is like extremely expensive. So yeah, I choose to go with the oak, and yeah, I think it's gonna be good at the end. Let's see. Well, my battery went down, but it took me roughly 1 hour to make the cut, and I didn't measure yet, but let's place and look. Well, it's slowly start looking like a kitchen right now. It fit quite good, though I need to do a little adjustments right here. Move the sink that direction just a tiny bit, and yeah, but it looks quite good already. Yeah, it's progress. It's gonna look awesome. I'm just now testing my new blender, and as you can see, it's a little bit too big, the pipe. I think this blender is really cool because you can remove and then you can wash something easier. But okay, I will need to adjust the size, so I need to cut off and find shorter pipe. So I need to find a little bit shorter version. I guess that's it for this episode. But I'm really looking forward to see you in the next one, and if you didn't see the previous ones, just go back and look at it. Maybe it's something that you miss, and it might be something useful for you. I have to point out that I'm not professional in I just do and figure out by doing the things, so don't take me as a final decision. But anyway, hope to see you again, and have a great day or night. Bye. Look guys, I think for the first layer looks quite good.